Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video you'll see an introduction to Navara and KR cases, which are two great ways to protect your miniatures. This is the first video in an exciting new collaboration I'm doing with Navara and KR cases. Over the next few weeks I'll be making a load of videos introducing you to different products that they have and also going through their TraySelector service that they have on their website. KR Multicase is a UK company dedicated to miniature figures and innovative storage solutions. They also have a sister company called Navara, and you'll see products from each of these two companies in this video. Both Navara and KR cases are well established and respected in the wargaming world, and I'm really excited to be doing this collaboration with them. I'll put some links to their website and in the description below, and so you can check that out. But in the next few weeks ahead, I'll be covering a lot of their products and focusing on this awesome system called TraySelector. But let's get started with the video, and we're going to have a look at the Navara N2 case and also the Kaiser 2 case. So let's get started with the Kaiser 2. Let's have a look at the case itself first. So this is the Kaiser 2, and the first thing I liked about this was all the pockets. You can see you've got some great pockets. Here's a nice deep one. You're going to get a good number of books in there, no problem. And then you've got these two at the front, nice amount of Velcro there, so they're going to be well secured once they're all closed up. So you get two altogether, nice and deep, so you can keep all your accessories in there. Then there's a side pouch as well, and now this actually fits one of their other cases, their accessory case. So if you wanted to keep all your dice in that, then you can certainly do that too. On the back, you've got another little pocket here, and then a deep pocket, which again is going to fit more books if you wanted to, down in the side there. So this is really great. I was really impressed by the number of pockets. I don't think you can have too many pockets on these kind of bags. Then you've got a little mesh pouch on the side there. And as we open it up, we're not done yet. There's one more pocket on the inside, and this one here has got a zip at the top, and you could fit another book in there. I'd probably go for something a little bit lighter, like a thinner book, maybe a paperback, that kind of thing. So there we go. That's the first thing that I really liked about the bag. This is a really sturdy bag, and it's got a good amount of weight to it, even without any models in, and that needs a good strong handle, and that's exactly what you get here. So a solid handle, it's well stitched in, the rivets are in there nice and strong, so you've got a solid handle on the top. You've got the side stitch in there for the strap, and that's nice and strong, and these big chunky D-rings as well with a very strong clip, so that's certainly not going to come undone on its own. You need a lot of force to put that on, so that's nice and strong. We've got the big shoulder strap, which you can extend, and that's going to come with a little shoulder pad as well, which is going to give a little grip too. So that's a nice thick band as well. So as far as the straps go, nice and strong, nice and thick. That's really going to do the job well. One thing I like is a nice smooth zip action, and that's exactly what this has got. Even around the corners, it doesn't get caught up or anything like that. So that's really important. I think with these bags, you're opening and closing them quite a lot, and you don't want to be faffing around with the zips, especially going in and out to get the books and accessories. And so nice smooth zips, and I think they're going to be nice and strong as well. Let's have a look inside now. So we'll get it open, and the first thing you'll notice as we go inside is that it's not just foam. You're going to get these boxes, and we'll have a closer look at those later on. So this is part of the KR multi-case system, and I think this is a really great idea. So we'll talk about this in a second though, once we've seen the bag. So you can see there's two of these boxes in there all together, and so we'll get those out and put them to one side for a second, and then we can focus on the bag. So you can see nice big amount of space in there, and it's very rigid as well. It doesn't collapse on itself. You've got a lot of padding. This is really nice and thick on all four sides. The base is nice and thick as well, so everything's going to be well protected. And as we flip it round to the bottom, you can see you've got these little bases here just to protect it, keep it off the ground a little bit, and so yeah, that's going to help keep the bag nice and clean. So this is all round a great sturdy bag, really good quality materials used, so really good start. Let's have a look at the boxes next. So these are the cases, and they're part of the KR multi-case system. So you just pop the handle in like that, and then that lifts up, and then when you want to close it, it just clicks down into place, and then that's nice and secure. So you can keep these, you could even just carry it like this. You don't even need the bag, the Kaiser 2 bag, but as you open it up, you'll see it's got all the foam inside. So let's have a closer look I'll just pop this one behind it, but we'll have a look at it all in a second. So one of the little flyers that come in is for the TraySelector. Again, we're going to cover this later, but I'll also link to one of their videos they do instructing you how to use that system. And here you can see it's got some of the other bags there and also locations where you can buy at eBay, Amazon, places like that. So we've got our foam inside, and so we've got our protective foam on the top, and then just as you would expect from these cases, you get all the different foam for the different size miniatures. And the guys at KR Cases put together this for a Space Marine set, and so it's all designed around the Land Raider and lots of miniatures. So this is going to be really useful for my Space Wolves for sure, but lots of other Space Marine armies as well. So these all fit perfectly in there, and when you use the TraySelector facility on the website, you've got all the different options to build this up with different components, but this is one they've just put together just to be a good introduction to the Space Marines. So there we go. So we close that down. Again, click it in place, and that's nice and secure. And so there's two boxes all together, and we'll get all the contents out next and have a good look at it. Now, the great thing about these multi-case systems is you can have all different armies in these boxes, but only one bag. So you don't have to keep buying bags to put all your foam in, and these will stack up nicely and be well protected too. One thing I really liked about the foam is it's not very dense, and so it's got a lot of flexibility, nice and soft, and I think that's going to help to wrap around the miniatures and protect those delicate parts a lot more. Because you've got that box to protect it, the foam doesn't have to be really sturdy, and as the bag moves, the box is going to take all that into account. So these all little inserts are just already cut, so you just pull those out, and then you can pop your miniatures in there, and then you can just keep those, use them for all sorts of things, I guess, painting, you can use them as little stamps, terrain, all sorts. Then you've got the different sections, so this one's going to be a little bit thicker to fit the Land Raider, so you've got a big section in there to come out, and then we'll pull that out, and then we can have a look. And then you've got some other little parts in there that you can just cut a little bit and pull out too. So you just pluck out the bits you don't want. You can see there, it's just got a little bit still attached. So you can either leave it in depending on the weapons you've got, or you can cut that out. So I'll be cutting those out so that it fits in nicely. So each box is going to contain all different sizes of these foam trays in there for all your different miniatures and your vehicles and things like that. So let's have a look at what it looks like with the miniatures placed in. So I put in some of my Space Wolves here, and you can see the blood claws are in there. They fit really nicely, and having that soft foam is really great for going around the chain swords. It's moulded nicely around those models, so I'm really liking this softer foam. I think this is a really great idea, and having that cardboard as the extra level of protection is brilliant. Then we've got the big one for the Land Raider, so I've plucked those big chunky bits out. Now you can see the aerial pokes up a bit, so I'm going to have to remove that. I'll probably magnetise it so I can pop it back on. I think that's going to get damaged anyway, being quite fragile like that. But the rest of the Land Raider fits perfectly. You could even get a Rhino in there, or a Predator, and some other little bits too. Let's have a look at the Navara N2 case now. So this is a different system, but still great quality. Those zips, nice and strong. They go around really smoothly, so you're not going to get caught up on those right angles, which I think is important, to me anyway. Got some nice pockets, big long one at the front with that nice piece of Velcro, so that's going to be really sturdy, well secured. And then you've got a big pocket here for your books. And so not as many pockets on this one, but the price is cheaper, so you're not going to be paying as much for the Navara. And then all around the back and the sides, there's no pockets there. This one doesn't have the pocket on the lid either, because we don't have those protective boxes with the Navara system. The Navara system is more in line with other manufacturers and other brands, so it's the bag and then the foam goes right in there. But it's got the same level of quality build as we saw on the KR case earlier on. Got those big D-rings, nice amount of stitching, thick handle, carrying handle there and strap, and we've got that shoulder pad as well. So yeah, this is going to hold up really well. As this doesn't have those cardboard cases inside, it's not quite as heavy, but really good solid bag again. So let's get it open and we'll have a look inside. So here we go, we've got this nice smooth action with the zips, which is great, and these ones go all the way down, and this allows the bag to open right up. So this exposes all the foam trays. We've got our little leaflet for the TraySelector as well, because both the KR and the Navara systems have this TraySelector software available to use on the website. So again, links will be in the description below. So the first thing I noticed with this foam is it's a lot denser. So this is more like some of the other manufacturers, because we're going to be requiring the foam to protect our models rather than the box. And so I'll take all this out and we'll have a look at the inside of the bag before we move on and look at these foam inserts. So this bag, this is nice and sturdy as well. You can just see the level of protection that's put in on all the sides, the bottom and the top, and it really holds its shape even when it's open like this. So that's a nice feature, because that's going to make it really easy to put things in and out. And you've got some Velcro here if you want to use it as little pockets to put some paperwork in. I wouldn't, I would just keep it as it is. But there we go, nice sturdy bag, which will give some extra protection to these foam trays. Let's have a look at the trays. So yeah, these are a lot denser, and I'll do a little demo comparing the KR and Navara foams later on. And so yeah, take out these bits just the same, but that's certainly a little bit thicker and it's got not as much movement to it. So here we got some nice big bits too, we'll get those out. And so yeah, nice strong foam that's really going to protect your miniatures. And so this isn't going to mold or shape around them quite as much as the previous KR case version, but it's certainly going to protect it with that rigidity. And you can see this isn't as easy to take out this big section of the Land Raider foam here, because it is a lot denser. So we'll get this out though and you can have a look. Now this is very similar. We're just going to take out the main section here, and then we'll have those other pieces which we can cut out if we want to, and that's going to allow for the different weapon parts to fit. So yeah, nice thick, sturdy, dense foam. I've put the same models as I did with the KR case here, so I've got the blood claws in there, and so you can see here there's certainly not as much movement there, but they're well in tight. They're not going to come out even if you turn them upside down, so nice and strong. And then we've got this one, which is a little bit deeper, and so this is going to even account for the aerial, so that fits. But I'm still going to take it out because it just really is fragile sticking up like that. But that's holding that in nicely. That's going to be well protected with the benefit of that thick lining in the bag as well. Now let's have a look at the different foams side by side so you can just see the difference. So this is the KR foam, really flexible, really soft, and this one not quite as much. It needs a little bit more work, and you can certainly feel the difference there. And then when we've got the Land Raider versions, that blue one from KR case is a lot more bendy, and then you've got the you can see it squashes it right down there, and so it doesn't need to be as thick because you've got the protection of the boxes. Let's grab some of those inserts from the Land Raider sections, and you can see with the KR foam you can really grab it and squish it down. That's not as dense. But you take this one, it takes a lot more strength, and that's really holding up. So that one's a lot more robust because it doesn't have that added protection from those boxes. So that's a quick introduction to both the Navara and the KR systems. The Navara come in with that denser foam that fits in the well-protected bag, like we've seen with other manufacturers. But then we've got the KR cases, which come with the more flexible foam, but these really nice, strong KR multi-case boxes, which then go into the bigger bag with loads of protection. The two systems are also priced differently. So Navara is going to be a little bit cheaper than your KR cases. You've got fewer pockets on the bag itself, but you've also haven't got those cardboard boxes to build in, so you can make a saving there. But for a little bit more, you can get the KR case. You've got all those extra pockets on the bag, you've got those robust multi-case system with a cardboard, and I like the more softer flexible foam to wrap around the miniatures. You can also choose all different colours for your foam as well, which is really great when you're customising your army and you want something a little bit unique to put your collection in. As part of our collaboration, the team at KR and Navara Cases are putting together some different options for the Space Wolves, Space Marines, Necrons, and for different kill teams as well. So I'll be bringing you all that over the next few weeks. I'll also release a video showing you how to use the TraySelector system, which is really great for putting together the perfect collection of trays that you need for your army. In the meantime, you can watch some great instructional videos at KR Case's YouTube channel, which I'll link to in the description, and you can follow at the end of this video by clicking the link. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it gave you a good idea about what Navara and KR Cases are all about and how the two systems work. Maybe you've been using these already for your army, so I'd love to hear your feedback in the comment section below, and it'd also be great to hear which one you think would be better for your army. Do you prefer the Navara system, or do you like those cardboard boxes that go inside the KR system? Let me know, it'd be great to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching the video. Please like if you like it, Subscribe for more videos like this, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to join me next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'd like to say a huge thank you to my Patreon supporters who make these daily videos possible, and if you're interested in joining the community, it'd be awesome to see you there, and I'll put a link for that in the description down below.